Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Today, guys, we're going to do some mulching on the land. All right, now we're gonna look at some of what we were able to mulch today. So we did a little bit in this area, cleaned up some of the brush that was around here. And he was actually able to, again, kind of flatten it a little bit better. I'm gonna have a dozer come probably in a couple months, clean that. This area was actually getting overgrown, and he was able to take this down, so that's definitely a good plus there. And he was actually able to get up on the side and kind of clean up a little bit there too. So yeah, once I get this moved out and taken care of, it's gonna look really, really good. Yeah, and you know, the whole clearing land, it's definitely a journey. So this area got mulched back a little bit, cleaned up. There were some stumps that were here that were cleaned up. And this is actually going to be a lot more drivable. Originally I'd wanted these trees that were already down to get mulched, but with that Kubota, it's not going to be big enough. I'd have to get like the big ones. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have the dozer come get all this stuff, pile it up. That way we can do that. You guys can see all this area got cleaned up too. Also additional mulching here. This was mangled. He was able to clear out this area, so that is a huge plus. And this was all done in an 8-hour day, and I was able to do it for $1,000. So really good price. All the other prices that I've seen online have all been in the realm of, and all this area was mulch, but most of the prices are $1,200 to $1,500 for a day. So $1,000 is a fantastic deal. So again, guys, you can see all this area was nice and mulch. So yeah, it's beautiful now. Again, this is all overgrown. Just, you know, over time, stuff happens, but it's definitely nice to kind of see it. And all this mulched looks fantastic. You know, all these trees that are down over here, I had knocked them down earlier, but I'm gonna have to bulldoze and get those removed. Big burn pile. Hopefully with the burn pile, I'll be able to, my hope is I'll be able to actually maybe pay a donation to the local fire department and have them come and kind of watch the burn pile, just to be safe. This is raw land. I don't have any water or a well yet. Got access to the 2 ponds. We don't have a well, so kind of just want to be cautious about, you know, doing a big fire and not being able to put it out. But yeah, man, looks really, really, really good. It's nice. In retrospect, I would have had, because I had him clearing up some other stuff, trying to get to the piles, but in retrospect, I would have had him purely focus on underbrush the whole entire day. But he was able to clean up a ton. And honestly, with the way gas prices are in 2022, it would have $1,000 cost me about $95 to fill up my truck. So yeah, it would have been, I mean, easily. So 10 trips down here, working my ass off to try to clean this stuff up, or pay them $1,000. Easy choice, and then you actually save money because, yeah, I've tried to clear a good amount by hand, but so once again, this area got mulched. Yeah, clearing stuff by hand, it's a noble feat, but when you got 20 acres, it is not an easy task to try to accomplish. So again, all this area, again, got mulched. And again, if I could do it all over again, knowing what I know now, which I am going to have them come back out later on this year after the bulldozing for another mulching. But yeah, for sure, knowing what I know now, I would focus purely on getting the underbrush. So I think, full 8 hours of just doing this and not trying to go after big logs and piles, you can accomplish a lot. Whenever you try to mulch a big tree, and the cedars are easier, but like the pine and the oak trees, when you try to mulch those, I mean, you could take 30 minutes on one tree, one big tree, right? Up to 30 minutes. And we get an 8-hour day. You don't really want to spend 30 minutes of your 8-hour day on one tree. But yeah, I mean, this looks really good. Cleared out, and I think, again, this property is about 450 feet wide by 2,000 deep. So just a little under 20 acres, 19 and a half. But if I could have going all the way to the back, it cleared like this, be absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful property to walk. Still have to be cautious and always keep your head up, just for branches that are hanging, also known as widowmakers, because it can be dangerous. But yeah, so all this is mulched. I'll show you guys real quickly what the previous contractor had knocked down but didn't put in a proper pile to burn. I'm gonna have to have that same company come back out and see that one right there, that branch, widowmaker. Huge branch. It doesn't look as big from the sky, but that thing probably weighs 100 pounds. Same thing with that one right there, widowmaker. So you always have to be on the lookout. So this is the 2 acres that I did have cleared out, but it wasn't properly, leveled or flattened, nor did I get the burn pile that I needed. So I'm probably gonna have them knock these trees out, push all this stuff out so I can do a burn pile there. And then I also have trees on that side and trees on that side. So basically the previous guy just took the trees and pushed them to the tree line, as opposed to actually, putting them somewhere that I needed. And we had talked about it, and he said we were good to go. But yeah, and you can see the big holes from where the trees were that he just left, and he didn't smooth out, which again we had talked about doing that. So for sure, when you're doing work on your property, look for people with good reviews. This guy seemingly like a nice guy, but again, he just ghosted me. It's June, and I haven't talked to him since March 3rd, so it's been 3 months, no contact, which is crazy. All these piles were not properly put, so I can't really do anything with them. Can't mulch them, can't do anything. It's gonna take a bulldozer to come scrape all this stuff out, put it in a big pile, throw on some diesel, light it up. Yeah, some of these holes are ridiculous, and I got 2 small kids, so yeah, it's a no-go. I am going to show you guys the trail that starts going back, doesn't go fully back, probably goes 2/3 back on the property. And the mulcher today, he did work on kind of cleaning up a little bit, evening out the ground, and also making it a little wider. So definitely an improvement, but I would say it almost might take another entire full day of just straight mulching after the bulldozing. But yeah, and probably what I'll do when I get the bulldozer out, I'll probably have him widen this, so maybe another 5 feet out this way and 5 feet out that way. Yeah, I'll probably have him take these out. That way I can for sure get my truck through, or RV, not RV, but ATV, dirt bikes. I can dirt bike stuff through now, but I want it a little wider. Yeah, he was able to kind of clean up this stuff too. It's a beautiful property. It just kind of been neglected for years. I definitely want to be a steward of the land and keep as many trees as possible, keep them healthy. So that's kind of the goal, is to take care of Mother Nature. It's going to take care of us. Down the road, not anytime soon, might look into a little bit of farming or something like that. But yeah, he was able to widen all this stuff out by pushing this stuff back with the mulcher. You can kind of see some of it. So yeah. And right at where he stops, it's a low point of the property. The property goes from, I think, 470 feet elevation, drops down to 430. It's like a little creek. It's almost like kind of swampy, actually, right in the middle, which is unfortunate that it's like that, but yeah, right here. Just stop. So I'll eventually have to, maybe July, August, when it's, the driest time of the year, maybe I can get an excavator or bulldozer to kind of come clean out this area going back here, because I'd like to be able to get all the way to the back, and I'd like to put a gun range with a big berm. Well, actually, what I want to do is I want to put a pond in this area because it's a low point, so it'll naturally fill with water. The land goes back up to 480 in the back. So again, 470 in the front, slopes down to 440, back up to 480. But yeah, so put a pond there, and maybe even, on the pond, or have the berm, nice big berm, so I could, safely have my fun with my toys, my own personal shooting range out in the property. It'll be fun. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video on mulching, and also just an update on the land, the homestead, the ranch, whatever you want to call it. It's a journey. It's a task, and I'm kind of just reminding myself, not to rush and take my time. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up. If you have a question or comment, please leave it below. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and sub to the channel, guys. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.